I don't remember what day I'm on, in all honesty. It's been a while. What's this game like? You never heard of it? It's I don't know how to say it, like a day 24 grade. It's a roguelite puzzle game, if that makes sense, where you're trying to find, you're in this mansion that you inherited, but to get the inheritance, you have to find the 46th room in this 45-room mansion. And the way it's a roguelite is that you open these doors, and then you draft a room, and then you go from there. We'll take the breakfast nook there. And there's all kinds of puzzles all over. And in the top left is your amount of steps you have. You lose 1 step every time you enter a new room. So that includes backtracking too. It's a very fun game. It's been very popular too. Surprisingly popular. Like, I played the demo of this game a long time ago, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool game. We should have a lot of courtyards. But yeah, and then, like, you know, you got your standard roguelite stuff. You have keys to unlock locked stuff. You have currencies like gems and coins to buy things in the stores if you draft a store. Right now, I'm trying to open up this antechamber. You can also go outside and explore outside. You lose steps. Like, see there, I went outside, I lost a step. But it's a fun game. I think it's like 15 bucks? I actually don't know. Hold on. Let me check how much this game is. Because obviously it's on Steam. It is currently $30. Never mind. But I believe it's on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. There's also post-game, like I said, so, like, I think it's like your uncle died and he left you this place, but he'll only, in his will, you only inherit this place if you can find the 46th room. Give me the tool shed. I want the special items. Game Pass also has Expedition 33. I know it also has Oblivion. I got a shovel. Nice. I'll be honest with you, like, I have never gotten Game Pass, so I don't even know how Game Pass works. Like, here's how I would get Game Pass. I would just go to Google, type in, like, Game Pass PC. I assume I would pay, like, a monthly fee, and it's like, okay, you can play these games as long as your Game Pass subscription is live. And that's it. Let's go to the den. It can go on the wish list. Yeah, I mean, you could. Summer sales are coming up. It'll probably get like at least like 10, maybe 20% off on the summer sale if you want to have it on Steam. Don't know if your computer can run it. Ooh, I don't feel like it's too resource intensive, but what do I know? I actually have a solid computer now. I could take the storeroom. So here's the other problem. So you can see these rooms here. Some of these rooms, like this one on the right, the commissary, you can use your coins to buy things. But in the bottom there, it says gem requirement. You use one of your gems, like I have 4 gems right now, to draft this room. So that's great. As long as the game's in the list and you have a subscription, you can play it. Oh, so it's a... Okay, that kind of makes sense. But yes, each of the rooms do different things. Some rooms are dead ends. You can see here, like, in the bottom left, it's showing, like, how my floor plan's gonna look. But, like, parlor, it has only 1 exit. Commissary, 1 exit. Storeroom, it's a dead end. Doesn't mean it's bad, but you gotta be careful because you could lock yourself out and not be able to progress anymore. Let's just take the storeroom now. You can also normally only draft 1 room once, so drafting a dead end like this means I won't be able to see the storeroom again for the day. There are ways around that, though. Like, I have a blessing up here. Blessing of the Gardener adds 8 courtyards to my draft pool. So that's fun. And if you like those old games, like those old text-based adventure games, like DOS games, I guess, where you actually had to, like, have a pen and paper and take notes, you'll like this game. Even the devs in-game, like, there's a note in-game you can find in, I think, the library where they're like, yeah, you might want to have like a pen and paper and write down notes. Like this thing here. I mean, I'm giving you spoilers, so, you know, whatever. This is a puzzle. These two pictures are a puzzle. The puzzle, I've solved it too. It's, you look at this, look at these two pictures. Say what those things are, and there's a one-letter difference. The one-letter difference gets overlaid on the map. So, let's see here. That's a pine tree and a pin, so that's the letter E. There we go. Like, I have a folder full of screenshots and a text document going on. I have a text document full of, like, dates and names. You can see there's, like, clocks, too, in the game, and the time actually moves. Some things can only be done at certain times. But yeah, if you like these kind of puzzly adventure games, you'll like this game. There's a lot to do in this game, too. Like, let me check really quick. How much time do I have in this game? I have 9.1 hours in the game. And some of my viewers who have said that, like, who have played the game more are like, yeah, you're basically still in the tutorial with 9.1 hours. And I'm like, oh, great. Because while the goal is to find the 46th room, there's post-game. And there's a lot of post-game. This is also really bad. I don't want to unlock the commissary. I don't like the bedroom this early. But yeah, you see all of these rooms, they do different things. Guest bedroom's a dead end, but it gives me 10 more steps. Bedroom keeps me moving, and every time I'll go through it, I'll get 2 steps, which is great if I want to backtrack. Commissary is the same layout, but I need a gem, but I could buy items. So let's take the commissary and try and buy some items like a key. Upgrade disc. I'd like to buy that upgrade disc eventually. All right, what do we got? This is how you find the puzzle. With, without. What is that? With, without. Go to a room you were already in, you'll lose. Yeah, like right here, that's the den. If I were to walk into there, I'll lose a step. My steps will go from 60 to 59. There are ways to get steps back, though. Like, right here, breakfast nook. You can see it gives me +1 key, which keys are obviously used to unlock doors. Sometimes you'll find a door and you'll want to draft a door, but it'll be like, this door's locked and you got to use a key. But it also says I'll get bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs does a couple of things, but the more important thing is it gives you more steps. Like, there are places to buy food. Like, you can find apples, bananas. You can buy food in some places. So there's ways. Anyway, I have no idea. Is this a bath and a bat? So this is the letter H. I have no idea what this is trying to spell out, by the way. Like, LL here. There's an N here. I have no idea. Anyway, we want to get to 15 gold and buy that upgrade disc. Oh, and red rooms are bad rooms. Generally. We'll take the pantry. Red rooms generally have something negative attached to them. Like chapel. Every time I go through the chapel, I'll lose a coin. Oh, and speaking of food, here's some food. Here's an apple. The chapel's not a bad room. It's a bad room, but it's not that bad compared to the other bad rooms. Like, there's a room that takes half of your steps. Money? I think the apple gives me like 3 steps. 2 steps. But yeah, like, when you run out of steps or you just, you know, hit a dead end, you then call it a day. Everything resets except for certain things. Like, there are permanent additions here, like down here, permanent additions. Those things are permanently there. Like, this thing, Gemstone Cavern, lets me start with 2 gems. Apple Orchard lets me start with 20 extra steps. Stuff like that. Maintenance is over? If maintenance is over, I'll finish the run for the day, and then we'll play some Bazaar, I think. I can Alt-Tab really quick. I'm not going to end mid-run. Is it? I have Raresh open in a tab. Basically, I'm keeping an eye on him, and once he's playing, I'll be like, okay, maintenance must be over. Oh, great, the chapel's here again. Oh, and this is one I like. Corridor. Corridor is always unlocked. So as you go further up north in your place, it's more likely things are going to be locked. So I like to save corridor for further up. I'll take the chapel, but I won't go in there. I can draft the door, or I can draft the room, but if I don't go in, I don't use a step. Also, this is the letter T, cart and car. Let's get that there. But yeah, now we're going to do backtracking, and you can see we're losing steps by backtracking to the very start. We got a courtyard. We got a breakfast nook. Let's try and get a dead end over on the left. So we get bacon and eggs, 10 more steps in a morning room, and a key. And then you have all these notes around too. Like here, I think this is it. A journal noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. So it's basically saying, like, get something to write on. Like, this room is a room you find early on. And it's a very important room. What is this? A crowbar. A praying guy. Rosary? Beads? Bar? Hand? Pray? Crow? Bar? Grab? Oh, also. It's up again. Okay, if it's up again, then once I finish this run, we'll play some Bazaar. Definitely. There's another puzzle that I haven't solved yet. You see these chess pieces in certain rooms? Like, that's a rook right there, right? Or a castle, I guess, depending on what you want to call it. There is a chessboard somewhere where you got to put chess pieces on said board. We'll take a bedroom here, I think. No, we'll take the courtyard. Courtyard usually has something I can dig up. Turnip? Parsnip? A key! Woo! Do you have a metal detector? Sometimes you have a metal detector in here. Oh yeah, and I guess I should... Oh, another key. Not every room is the same. Like, even if you draft the same room twice, it's not always the same. Parlor... I'll take the parlor, and I'll try to draft a dead end here in the corner. Oh, and speaking of puzzles, here's one of my favorite puzzles, the boxes puzzle. The boxes puzzle is basically a logic puzzle. These 3 boxes, one of them has gems in them, which is really good to get. I think it's 2 gems. But the logic is, they have these statements on them. Every time you come in here, one statement always is true. One statement is always false. So there is a guaranteed true and a guaranteed false. So there could be 2 trues and 1 false, 2 falses and 1 true, but there always has to be 1 of each. So you got to use your brain and logic and be like, this one could be true. And then you're like, if you know how to program, you use, like, I'm a comp sci guy, so I'm like, okay, let's do programming stuff and, like, logical loops. Let's assume this is true. If this is true, that would be false, and that would have to be true, but that would cause error. This game's hard. It's not that it's hard, but it's fun. If you don't like puzzle games, I'll be honest with you. If you don't like puzzle games, you will not like this game. Now, if you like puzzle games, you'll like it, though. But yeah, if you like puzzle games, this is for you. Let's see. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. I don't think that could be true. Let me look at the notes again. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays 1 false statements. Only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So, speaking of logic, that means this is false. So one of these has to be true. So this could be like false, false, true, or false, true, true. Something like that. You can brute force this room? How do you brute force this room? What, is there like a... I didn't know there's a way to brute force this room. Don't tell me like the way to brute force this room is you just look up answers online. Anyway, we know this is false. So let's assume this is true. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. So we know that's false. So false, false, true. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box, so they're in the black box. See? That was actually a really easy one, and I'll be honest with you, like, they're usually a lot more difficult. Give me a dead end. Laundry room. All 6 possibilities of true, false. Oh, you just assume they're all true, or you just assume every single combination? Okay. I've never drafted a laundry room. You should also do this. Like, you get lore drops and hints in some rooms. So you should draft rooms even if you don't want that room. Is that a plan and a plane? So this is the letter E. Throw that there. All right, what is a laundry room? It says launder currency. We got a sleep mask. First time you enter each bedroom, gain 5 steps. Any lore in here? Any lore? I think this room lets me transfer money to another day. Exchange all of your gems with all of your money at a 1-to-1 rate. Wait. So it exchanges your gems with your money. So it will basically swap them. But it costs money. So it's turning my... It's basically... Huh. I don't know if I want to do this. So if I used this, it would take 5 coins away, and then I'd have 5 gems, 4 coins. I guess when I have more money, maybe? There are ways to increase your starting money, too. You get an allowance each day. I think at the start you get no starting money. I think I'm currently starting with like 5. No, I'm starting with 6 starting money now. But yeah, you find ways to increase your starting money, which is nice. I already dug that up. We'll take the hallway. I still have no idea what this is. Tie. I want to say it's like a tray, but it's not. A tier? Is that it? Is it a tier? Letter R here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's right. You got a coin you have hidden here? Courtyard's good. We're using up all of our gems for this. Got a turnip? Ah, I got a turnip. A parsnip. A plenty. Don't I have... Yeah, I have the sledgehammer. Silver key got? Oh boy. That'll be great for later. Coin. You got the foundation up there. Let's take the West Wing Hall. Car and card. So the letter D here. But yeah, you think I know puzzles? I'm not good at puzzles. Yeah, here's a locked door. That's a really early locked door too. Let's go this way. Dark room. I'll take the dark room just to get it out of the pool. Yep. I guess it is 1990 something. I was gonna say, like, can't you pull out your phone and just use your phone's flashlight? Gee, I wonder which one I want. Middle. That's the gym! That takes half my steps! No! That's half my steps gone. Well. Rip. I guess I'll take the guest bedroom here and cut off the west end. Got a key card? Yeah, some doors are locked with a key, like an electronic lock, so you need this key card, which is fun. Thankfully, I only lose one step. It doesn't cut my steps in half each time I come in here, so there's that. I guess that's the nice thing. I still have no idea what this is. We got pilot. Plot? So the letter I here. I'm trying to find like some dice too. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use, okay, drawing room, because I know this puzzle. I think, yeah, here's the puzzle. The foundation, we got this, and we need to do this to get the foundation's elevator to move down. And that'll bring me into the caverns below, which I don't know what's down there, but I did have this idea. I was like, okay, maybe if I draft from behind, I can get the elevator. Because I got this recently, and I was like, Anyway, is there anything in here? Do you have anything to do? Your candle holder's broken. Wait. That candle holder's not broken. Can I do something with this? Ah! What is this? Oh, great. Draft you from behind? Ooh, woo. You mean hello? Hello? I will gladly draft you from behind. Bend over. I mean, give me a foot job. I mean, hello? What is this? Cost. I don't know. Horse. Oh, there's a billion. All right, let's see what this is. It's just a safe, right? So I've learned that the safes usually use dates as their key codes. And I found like dates are usually in here somehow. Is there a date in here? I have a Word document with a lot of dates I could try. Do you have a date on you? But hello, feets. You feet lover. It's me. Bizarre streamer. Who's playing Blueprints. And then eventually Monster Train. Maybe the old-timey rotary phone? No. Don't tell me it's gonna be like, oh yeah, you gotta count the guys with the umbrellas. And then count the guys with, like, count the horses. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? Oh, no, it is, isn't it? Oh, it definitely is. It's going to be like, count the guys with the canes, the umbrellas, the horses, the ladies. There's a paper boy there. Hold on, let me pull up the screenshot folder. I have a screenshot folder with a bunch of dates. I doubt it will be any of these. I got a screenshot of like a periodic element table here. Okay, 7/2/15. That is a date. So 7/2/15. Nope. Last date had a picture in it, and it was a picture. Like, here's how these puzzles work. I remember last safe had a picture near it, and it was showing the safe in the room during Christmas time, and I was like, ah, Christmas. So that must mean the date is 12/25, and it was. Boiler room. I like the boiler room. Oh yeah, speaking of puzzles, here's a puzzle I hate. I don't think I have to do anything now though, because I've already done this puzzle, but I do not like this puzzle. Nope. It's not fully powered. Okay, okay. Maybe I do like that. Yeah, now it's powered. And now we send the power back to the door. Great. Thankfully, this puzzle's not that hard once you solve it once. And now we'll put power, I think, there, into that room. Because some rooms do different things if they're powered up. But yeah, this is a fun puzzle with, like, it's a pipe puzzle. There's something to dig down there.